Here.
Councilmember Colbert. Councilmember Wilson.
Here.
Councilmember Bass.
Here.
Councilmember Anderson.
Here.
Councilmember Gregory.
Here.
Councilmember Kerstetter.
Here.
Councilmember Evans.
Here.
Councilmember Stevens.
Let's stand for the invocation and stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Us this day, that's our trespasses. Into temptation. Deliver us from thine.
Father, I thank you for precious people here representing the city, conducting business. Thank you that you, Father, they come and they are here. Things that we look at and lead and guide and direct us, Father.
Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Be seated. Moving on to tonight's agenda. Is there any corrections or concerns?
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented. Any further discussion? All in favor, may signify raising your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Moving on to the council minutes from September 17th.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of September 15th, 2024, regular council meeting as presented.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the September 17th, 2024 meeting. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, signify for raising your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Moving on to presentations and proclamations, nothing. Public forum. We have the Lions Club here tonight. Larry. Lions Club. Yeah, your turn.
Council members, Mayor, I'm seeing. Excited to announce huge success and recognition we've ever had. Biggest show we've ever had. Huge. This year I'm proud to say that we have had 179 cars at the show. That was registered. We actually had over 180 vehicles there and one tractor. So had an amazing show and a lot of fun. Interesting statistics about the show. 80% of the cars that came from other communities and actually 24 different towns in Kansas were represented at our show. The furthest that was traveled was Great Bend, so that was nice to see them. We've had a lot of positive comments from participants. New to the show this year, we did the Kids Fun Zone over on Main Street Coffee's Patio, and that was a huge success. We were very, very busy with the kiddos throughout the evening, and we gave away 60 Lego kits and 130 Hot Wheels. So a good addition. We plan to continue that. The reason for that is trying to get families down, give them a good show, give them something to do, and not charge them for that. So it's a free entertainment. So we were really pleased with that. Rob Black with the Lions Club is our creator, a digital guy, and he put together this 4-page flyer. You should have a copy of that. All the participants of the show got one of these. And on the front, we have how the show is judged. And then in the center is all the sponsors of the show. And I want to point out the City of Valley Center, Main Street Valley Center Committee, and the Valley Center Chamber of Commerce are all shown as our sponsors, some of our sponsors. So we put you up front and center, and then back is all the things that we do in this community with our funds, all the programs that we do. So again, we're trying to promote the City of Valley Center, Lions Club, and what we do. We wish to thank the City of Valley Center for embracing the show, for being behind us and help us with that. Chief Lloyd here helps us a bunch. Fire department's all there, presence, and we really do appreciate your assistance in that. People that come from near and far really enjoy being downtown Valley Center, historical district, and having the show down there. So we really appreciate you let us do that. Appreciate you embracing the show. Mayor Truman, if you can come forward for just a second, please.
Point.
We have a plaque that we'd like to present to the city. And the plaque says that you're a champion. In appreciating the City of Valley Center for your ongoing support.
And they're gonna cover me up. Get Ron in front of me.
Okay, moving on to appointments. No appointments tonight. Old business. Moving on to new business. Item A, DAR, Wreaths Across America.
I'm Pam Brillhart. I am the Wreaths Across America Chair in the Linmark, Kansas chapter. I want to thank you for your support in the past for the Wreaths Across America. I'm coming to you again this year to ask for some more support for purchasing wreaths to put on the veterans in the Valley Center Cemetery. We have 46 veterans in the cemetery, and at $17 a piece, I can't remember that was $780, something like that, to cover those veterans. so I'm asking for your support of $350. $782, excuse me. And so I'm asking for $350 this year to help cover those veterans with a pretty wreath. It's a fresh wreath every year. They're brought in by a truck. The gentleman who does it for free, he brings them in as quick as they can bring them in and delivers them, and we get them out. They're out about a month, and then we go out and pick them up and put them in the trash and put condition and put them in the trash. So we make sure that all the wreaths are out. The Boy Scouts help us, and we get donations. I know the line, we can talk to them, but anyway, so we appreciate your help, and the community has helped, and we appreciate everyone that does help with this. So I just feel like it is very important. This year's theme is Live with Purpose, and it says helping shape the future, their future, and those and helping everyone understand that freedom comes at a great cost and great responsibility.
Motion to approve donation to the DAR for the Reese Across America program in the amount of $350.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the donation of $350 to the DAR organization for Wreaths Across America. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, signify for raising your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Moving on to item B, Resolution 765-24, authorization for internal fund FI accounts, Enterprise Bank.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Council. I'm going to discuss here early on this first two resolutions. Essentially, at a high level, Valley Center has done a very good job financially. Funds. Over the years, and just trying to find some different options for Valley Center. Yes, higher rates. So, at a high level, that's where it's at. I know this is kind of a complex topic. I can talk about the funds, right? Sometimes I'm going to try to get this possible. What is Valley Center's investment fund? It was last updated on 7/24/2014. It mirrors much of the Kansas Region 12-1675. It was first created in 1968. It doesn't tell you 60. It requires us to invest in banks and savings and loans and saving banks. It also requires us to use a accounting. However, after talking to Kansas municipalities, a lot of cities around Kansas that are kind of going outside that, investing in other states, other cities. Today's discussion, I'm going to keep this in Central County. I'm going to try to get gray areas that a lot of other cities are. What are we allowed to invest in? We're allowed to invest in savings deposits, command deposits, time deposits, and CDs. All investments must be securities for investment. Our investments must be fully insured by the U.S. government or by time-back securities. In other words, our money must be safe and insured. It must be lost in the process. Current trends right now. We're in what's called an inverted yield trend. This is very unusual. Inverted yield curve is going to make a higher investment return short-term bonds than long-term bonds. This has happened 3 times in the past 12 years. It does happen in the last few months. And historically, the inverted yield curve is pretty bad stuff. We are currently the longest inverted yield curve in history. Since they've been tracking this, inverted yield curve here's an example. 923. As you can see, 30-day T-bill. If you loan money to a bank, invested it for 30 days, except all the way up to 2 years from now, it's that's what you work here. Normally those numbers are not used in the short term frame, or even investment in the long term. So, the orange line is how it normally does look, and the blue line is the current market investments. The short term rates are great, long-term rates are great. Inverted yield curves makes investing much more complex than short term. Great yields are most likely rates are most likely other trends that are happening, rates are currently dropping. The Federal Reserve most economists believe that we'll see further cuts ahead and eventually get back to the 5% range a year or two from now. However, some economists think the rates may stay down. A lot of policies if they will get in a situation where they're making promises that they make money in some situation, inflation, pressure, look, what is our current situation for bonds? We earn 8/10 on 90-day treasury note on checking accounts. Using today's 90-day rate, 3.6%. It's actually slightly dropped since the rate is. Other cities around Kansas, in addition, when Valley Center has excess funds for experts who have a bond, take that money and invest it into various cities as we call it. So those are the two ways of investment. What I'm proposing is possible investment strategies in place. First of all, I'd like to introduce a bank that matches the CT10 in today's rates that would be 4.6 is very large. So currently today, Nate's gets an extra $9,000. Using our balance of 17 since it's going however, it might require us to make we can still close the portion of that gap. That is what these two resolutions talk about. So, what are we currently investing in? What are we currently trying to expand our investments into? We have CDs right now. We're also looking at treasury bill products, which are essentially mixed products are a combination of all types of investments. That's most likely to be investment strategies. Essentially, products mixed products. So what is IntraFi? Was founded in 2000. Recent years, municipalities have this investigation. It invests funds up to $250,000. Products and makes sense. Money can be throughout the day. Zero makes money. But here's an example of IntraFi. It's hypothetical. So we have $5 million in excess money in our state law. So we would transfer $5 million from our bank account downside with Interfund is we can get a higher rate of return if the treasury bills or CDs or any other things. And as the money rises up, eventually it's $2,000. So we put that account and take $1,000 this week. Just repeat that process. Interfund will almost always exceed 30, 60, and 90-day treasury bills at the same time. For example, on H1, the 8% rate is 36, which is 5.1. These rates are very volatile. Interfund rates will almost always exceed the CD rates for both banks and those and Interfund rates will also be rate to bank on the same day as additional institutions and traders. So, the final third investment strategy is to take everything that I've just talked about and use the same things for bonds. Bond prices are a little bit different. Arbitrage, which is it's more complex. Essentially, the bond on here is Fidelity. We did have a third we're going to talk about enterprise, trust. I also talk about options. Enterprise Bank is interested in getting cities, trust, all CDs, treasury bills, and portfolio. Same thing with Fidelity. Also, in addition, they did talk about different other banks, investment institutions. I was kind of moving this in that gray area outside of where they are. That's just options that have so the last one is kind of me predicting some minds and some questions that I'm going to ask. Why does Valley Center need multiple banks and options? Rates are great. Currently, our checking account money is protected in securities with interest being pledged to government assets. The U.S. government will ensure our checking account is protection from trust. Signers on the capital created accounts are essentially in addition, we create no outside all options like accounts and any physical checks. Opening accounts on the resolution sites And then the remaining pages of resolutions in this contract. Kind of a high level summary. We have $17 million in the general account. I envision about $3 million in state grants. Shop ourselves. The last example I want to add to you is $1 million if I invested in money market, rates would be worse than all next option is treasury. Treasury rates would be option of they require fees and has to expenses. So treasury makes about 10 to 15. The next option is CDs. Again, I said 90 days, for 60 days, I'd break it down to these CDs, which take the last option of the try to make this as simplistic as I can, but I'll be happy to answer any questions that you
Any questions?
I'll just make a real quick comment. So being in this world and knowing this product, these products are very, very well known and are a wonderful place to truly get the best out of your investment and out of your best in your dollars that you do have sitting around. So IntraFi has been around for a while now, has been very solid, has been a very big asset for all banks. I can speak for my bank that it has been a huge asset for bringing in deposit dollars that companies are not using. So I appreciate you looking into this. Again, it is a great time with the inverted yield curve, taking advantage of it.
Thanks, Dan.
Matt?
First.
Thanks for all the great work. This is very interesting. I'm curious why Halstead passed. Are they too small of a bank to handle that kind of cash?
Essentially, they have to be.
You said there's no risk. I have a hard time believing that. So there's risk is everywhere. So that's why I have a hard time believing it. Robert, can you?
Sure, absolutely. So they are an FDIC insured product. So that is standard to cover that. That's why the accounts have to be done at increments less than $250,000 because that's the threshold for any single entity, and we would be considered a single entity. So it is backed by the government. If there were a bank failure, the government would have to step in to pay all those individuals that are covered under FDIC. All your bank accounts are as long as you're with a bank, not a credit union. All your stuff is FDIC insured. There's no
There been
loss
any-
potential here.
Any documented cases of loss from anybody using this?
That's the case with all of us. I'm not saying that that's the case. The US government is
So I like the idea, and I'm surprised we haven't done it before, but maybe we just haven't had the need. However, I have a hard time believing there's zero risk, but it sounds like it's minimal risk.
And so,
Or
Councilman,
there's nothing ever zero.
great point. Why haven't we done this in the past? It's no different. Local municipalities and governments, we're always late. If you count about 25 years ago, that's when the cities get caught up with some of these types of investment strategies. Now, not every state allows local municipalities to do it. So Kansas is unique in that regard, with it being a whole group state, and then legislature. We're allowed to do this. Within parameters that are set forth between this governing body and itself. So it's a project that's been around for a long time. No different than design build. Where cities don't ever do design build. Well, we're doing design build 15, 20 years after the schools have already been dealing with that one. So it's just a matter of having a fresh perspective that comes into the municipal world. It's one of the great things why really stood apart from the other applicants when it came to the finance director side. The biggest thing that I think us as local municipal officials need to do is really diversify our revenue streams. We need to make sure to figure out that we're tapping into every single possible revenue stream that we legally can to help reduce that property tax levy. I know that this governing body has tasked us with that for the last 5.5 years that I've been here, but we're going to get there. We're going to be able to lower that levy, but it's going to take additional revenue streams and various diverse streams of revenue coming in to help us do that. Because our expenses are not getting anywhere. It's not you know that. You all just went through the budget process. And so in order to do that, we have to find revenue streams like our incredible new finance director has. We're bringing in the private side, outlook on certain areas within our municipal budget. So, that's why. You ask why. Well, some cities do good, some cities don't. Some cities grow, some cities don't. That's just the way the government world works. I just want to make sure to add that in. That's really wise because we want to diversify revenue stream so that we can take this additional revenue and help offset that property tax.
Yeah, Dale, this is also a very particular time in history right now with the inverted curve. It has only happened, like you said, about 3 times in history. If you were with banks 10, 12 years ago, we were shedding city monies. We did not want government monies in our banks up until about 2 years ago. And then all of a sudden, growth has been happening. Banks need to have money in their deposits in order to make loans because the commercial side, loans wise, is just blown up. And so that's the pull right now is we're pulling monies in to keep the balances in to make those loans. And so it's a really unique time. Is it cyclical? Yes. This will turn around the other way. That inverted curve will move back to a more normal curve at some point in time. It could be months. It could be a year or two down the road, but it will go back the other way.
So if it's no longer an inverted curve, then we have to have a different investment strategy.
That's right.
Thank you both for explaining it.
Any other questions? Need a motion to
Real quick, Mayor, I do have a question, I guess, for Barry. Barry, with this involving my employer and Chris's employer on this first motion, should we be a part of this vote?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
How's that going to work for the quorum?
We have enough.
You've got enough.
Well, I mean, we need 5 for the quorum. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I need to go home.
You're not doing the math, it's okay.
Okay, I need a motion to approve resolution 765-24.
One comment, my name also needs to be added to that, correct?
Yep.
Whoever makes the motion. That's all right. Because I'm a signer on the other accounts as well, so.
I make a,
Right.
Move to adopt resolution 765-24, expanding the investment option for the city of Valley Center with an IntraFi account. And move to approve, oh, sorry.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve resolution 765-24. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, signify by raising your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Moving on to item C, resolutions. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Move to approve Clint Miller, Desiree Womack, Mayor James Truman, and City Councilman Ben Anderson, Council President Ben Anderson as authorized signers on Emprise Bank, City of Valley Center IntraFi account.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the signature of the account. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, signify by raising your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Moving on to resolution 766-24.
I make a motion to adopt resolution 766-24, expanding the investment option for the City of Valley Center with the IntraFi account.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the resolution 766-24. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by raising your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Also making a motion to approve Clint Miller, Desiree Womack, and Mayor James Truman, and Council President Ben Anderson as authorized signers on Intrust Bank, City of Valley Center IntraFi account.
Second?
Have a motion and a second to approve the signature for the resolution. Is there any discussion? All in favor, signify by raising your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you, Clint. Moving on to resolution 768-24.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. In the packet, I included the 2 pages of the 768-page document that the Valley Center. If you guys wanted the whole document, I could have put that in the packet, but I didn't think you wanted it. So Valley Center is in Region G in Kansas. Region G is 11 counties in South Central Kansas. This plan that we're asking you to adopt our portion this evening is for every basic government entity in the 11 county region. So every township, every city, every county government, school district, everyone has a piece of this plan. The purpose of having a hazard mitigation plan is to protect public safety and prevent loss of life and injury. So the goals in ours, which we have 14 listed for us, are areas that have been identified. There's a consultant hired by the state to put this together. The city staff, I believe Ryan was the one that coordinator that was our representative on this planning committee. The biggest thing is this approach, the previous plan, a lot of these only had maybe 4 to 6 items. Everybody with this plan has what you're seeing on 14 because the consultant with this was trying to make this an all hazard approach and trying to include as many things in the plan as possible. And one of the reasons for that is we do not have an item in our plan, but funding is available through a grant, we can't apply for that funding. Or we can, but we're a lot less likely to get the funding. So, for instance, some of the things on here, like cybersecurity, as that becomes more of an issue, if that wasn't in the plan, if the federal government had made grant money available, we would not be competitive in applying for that grant because it's not included in our hazard mitigation plan. That's the easiest. Oh, there's also ranking priorities. So there are some things that you'll see in there that are higher priorities than others. And then they also mention the goals that it addresses. So some items address one goal, some items address multiple goals in the plan. And then the status, there are some items that were in the previous plan that a lot of things that were listed as carried over due to lack of funding. Some things might not necessarily been funded, but it wasn't as a high priority. And so that's one reason why it's still on there. But if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. But otherwise, I recommend that you approve resolution 768-24.
Any questions? Motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve Resolution 768-24, adopting the Kansas Homeland Security Region G Hazard Mitigation Plan.
Second. Have a motion and a second to approve resolution 768-24. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, signify by raising your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Moving on to the consent agenda.
Motion to approve consent agenda as presented.
Second. Have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda as presented. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, signify by raising your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Moving on to staff reports.
Good evening again. I just have a couple of things, reminders of things coming up this week. Thursday night is our farmers market. It's from 4 to 7, so it's, I think, an hour earlier than normal because the daylight is ending earlier now. And then that same evening at 6 p.m., we have our comprehensive plan steering committee meeting here in council.
Okay, thank you. Deal?
Good evening, Mayor, members of council. A couple of things to bring to your attention. You've heard anything about the restrooms being closed today. It's due to vandalism. It's recent vandalism. We'll be opening them back up, but we do have a temporary close because of that reason. Rather disgusting. We'll be discussing the strategies for moving those back up in the near future. But it's here in probably 3 weeks. Got really nice weather, so we'll keep it warmer. Roger Stewart and I have been working, as I mentioned last meeting, with meeting all the property owners up and down Meridian. Only not been able to catch approximately 3, so we're essentially included. We're there at this point in time for the tree planting. We've got 83 trees slated for the project, and our next steps after that will be to start reaching out to suppliers for those trees, see what the price we can get previously earlier this year. Price trees. 83 right now. The other project probably maybe on your minds is the George Street welcome sign. We've been waiting for a while to have everything come out. Their connection with the electrician theirs. The electric roughed in ran. Recently, their portion of it was next steps to electrical contractor back out install the lighting. And lastly, DAR have been great to work with and real hard this year speaking tonight. She and I have been working together with that organization, Precious and they mentioned on Porter. She was very active in that organization, and she donated a bench.
Listen. Thank you, Neil. Lloyd? Rodney's gone. Oh, AC, here we go.
Good evening. Rodney is on vacation. Solid besides obviously sounds like they're building a section. Still on schedule.
What's the hole they're digging? That hole they're digging on the west side?
That's part of the, up by,
Ulstead Bank.
Yes.
so that'll be a junction structure for some of the storms where we could figure out.
I was just curious. When I saw a bobcat back of it, I realized how deep it was.
Yeah, it's relocated some storms.
Dale?
If that milling machine isn't up and running, can we get some left turning along that section, if that's possible, across it? It's 'cause-
So that was discussed, yeah, because it's a headache, and I understand. Back in the folks that you have to go all the way, around to turn around. But they do actually hope to have that machine back and running milling by Thursday this week. So they were confident. Pearson was that machine. They were just waiting for the part to come in. That's supposed to be installed tomorrow, and it's supposed to be back working again on Thursday.
Perfect. I'm just saying if they don't,
Yeah, if they don't,
'cause-
then we'll cross that
Right.
bridge and then see what we can do in certain areas. There's some areas, of course, that are already out there.
there's some areas that you're not going to be possible, but I know there's some areas that we need to, if it's not up, need to make it possible.
Absolutely, yes. Because at this time, by this time, they're supposed to all be pouring out by now.
Right.
They're supposed to be prepped for concrete here next week. So hopefully they get that machine. They've done a great job with finding room and areas to make up time when these situations happen. So I know that they'll work hard to pick it up. So they'll work long hours to make that
It's going to be nice according to the forecast.
Robert?
Well, was there a decision made on those two center lanes being poured? Is that going to be poured over multiple days, or did we decide on a single day shutdown to get those two lanes poured all at once?
Unless it was discussed.
And so this one, so they are going to shut that section down to only local traffic. So if you live in that area, of course, you'll be able to. But we'll do that over a weekend. And so we're anticipating doing that on the 19th. So that's Saturday. We already checked with the school calendar to make sure there are no events going on. It's not over the citywide rubber sale. That's this weekend. And so we're trying to really make that as less of a as possible. But it will make it to where it's safer for that crew. And it also will go a lot quicker. They're not having to flag. Now, of course, they'll flag for local traffic only. So residents that live along that section do not have to change their driving pattern. Just continue to use caution.
Yeah.
Is the city keeping the millings or is Pearson taking those?
It was part of it's a KDOT project. I know I love.
Oh.
So, that I'll
Yeah.
keep everything
I've seen you.
But yeah, no, it was a KDOT project, so that's out of our control contractually. You can't add to the village amount.
Any other questions? Thank you. Barry? Clint?
I have nothing.
You done? Okay. Christie?
Just a reminder for everyone who has registered to attend the conference next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It starts, so those that are the delegates, make sure you stay for the meeting on Saturday. Get your vote counts.
Very Jimmy.
No, you say you did.
All right, so congratulations. Give yourselves a round of applause, Valley Center. Yes, we were victorious in the 3rd annual Blood Challenge. Hopefully, you all got a t-shirt. If not, the ones that donated, I do have a few extras. People don't want free t-shirts like they used to. They say, oh, I want to get t-shirts. But, and so great coverage from Chris Strunk and the Ark Valley newspaper, so we appreciate that, as well as our local media. So yesterday, just yesterday, between Valley Center and Park City, between noon and 6, the toll drive, we helped 240 lives. So 240 lives were impacted by what we did yesterday as a group and as two communities coming together. Just here in Valley Center, we had 6 first-timers. So 6 first-time donors. That's what the number I really like, and that's why I highlight that right after the lives, because those 6 new people, we hope to get attached and really fixed and an advocate for future donations. A lot of them we try to sign up right away for the next drive, which is Friday, November 29th. So Friday, November 29th, they donated.
They are trying to change that. That's the day after Thanksgiving.
That's going to be a
We'll
bad
let you
day.
know when that-
I don't think it would be well attended on the day after Thanksgiving, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Turkey coming.
So there you go.
Give him a global level.
Black Friday, get
I-
blood.
yeah.
Black Friday,
Yes.
blood.
Yeah, they came in, it's like, but she's gonna try to get it changed.
Anyway, and then so the breakdown ended up being Valley Center had 49 pints, and then Park City had 31 pints, so a total of 80. So 80 pints helps 240 lives. And then also too, I apologize, I missed the last meeting. I was at a funeral with my daughters. Unfortunately, they lost their dance teacher, Miss Caitlin Hired, in that terrible car accident that happened out on the interstate on September 11th. So I was supporting them during the last council meeting. So I appreciate all the thoughts and prayers as those young kids grasp with the terrible loss. And that coincides with the blood drive. You never know when your loved ones or someone that you know will need blood. It's so important. And the shortage right now is really, I know they always say it, but right now is the lowest it has ever been. With the hurricane that just hit and across the entire country, I encourage all of you, if you're eligible, if you don't think you're eligible, check, because a lot of those eligibility requirements have changed. They have really updated it to allow for more people that weren't eligible in the past to now donate blood. And so it's a strong cause, and I really appreciate everything that Sean Fox and Mayor John over in Park City helped with that blood drive yesterday. So I'll stay here for any questions. Thank you.
Moving on to governing body reports. I just want to thank everybody for donating that blood. It is an important deal, like Brent said. It was a good turnout. I was amazed at how many people were there. Also, I want to thank the Lions Club too. They all took off, but that was quite a show they put on. It's amazing. That and Wheatland second graders. We had them here yesterday. That's why all your microphones are down and everything, because they played with everything that was up here. We set them up here and we set them in the staff chairs. And Brent and I give them a little presentation and they quizzed us on everything from history to bacteria in the sewer plant to dogs to, I mean, it was something. So it was a lot of fun and I appreciate that. And we need to get more of that. But yeah, that's
82, Mayor. 82 second graders.
82 of them. So I'm glad to see the schools getting involved with us as government officials, because that's our future. The people were sitting in this chair, I told them they all look good there, so, you know, they could take this chair anytime when they get 18. And then I told a couple of them that I won't be here anyway, so. So that's all I have. Ron's not here. Robert?
I don't have any, Mayor. I'm good.
Clint?
Nothing from me.
Ben?
Nothing.
Gina?
Nothing.
Dale?
Nothing.
Chris?
I just wanted to say thank you to Clint earlier. I was going to say it and I turned off my button, but I think what you're presenting and finding ways to be able to get more money for us, for the city, for our constituents to make things better. I just wanted to say thank you.
Echo what he just said. Then also I want to give a shout out to Mayor John in Park City. He was awarded the the Mayor of the Year by the league last week in their council meetings. That's pretty cool for a local person to get that award. And with that, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, signify by raising your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned.
I